What's up, everybody? Y'all already know what motherfucking time it is. You click this video, so you know what the fuck this is. This is all things Bridgerton. And I just wanted to say, real quick, while I was watching the intro, have y'all ever noticed the transition from, like, I think it's Kate and Anthony to Penn and Colin?
Yes.
And it's the ink splotch?
I got it.
That was
That's
intentional.
clever. That's clever.
That was intentional. And I forgot I did it.
That's clever.
I was so hyper focused making it. I was just like, oh, this came out pretty good. I appreciate y'all for joining me on this shit because for a while I had nobody to talk to about this shit but babe. And we all agree on the same shit, so it's like, I need a challenging thought. I need somebody that's not gonna think like me.
I'm just happy to be included. Let's be real about it.
Period.
I can get that.
I like participation.
I will never agree with you, Venom.
I know. Fuck you. That's valid. But y'all already know who everybody is. We got Virgo, and T, Goof Ass, and Mo. And we just gonna get right into the shenanigans. We are talking about season 3. We have finally made it through the entire show. Season 3. This is part 1 because season 3, boy, that bitch was juicy. Listen, man.
Can we hold off on the finger jokes for at least another couple of minutes?
That's not even what I was doing.
Hey, yo.
I wasn't even thinking about that.
So many jokes.
Man, Colin hands, boy. That's gonna be the title. That's gonna be the title of the fucking video.
That man was a wizard with them hands, boy. You know they broke the chair, right? They actually broke the chair.
Or was it something else they broke?
They broke the chair. So,
yeah, the chair that they were on.
Oh, the chase.
They broke that. They were the first couple to break some pieces of furniture.
Yeah, they broke it.
Good.
So we're gonna get right into the bullshit. How did y'all feel about this season?
This is my favorite season.
My favorite.
It gave me the most anxiety. Low key, but I did not hate it.
No.
I was literally on the edge of my seat.
Toxic relationship.
What?
Out of all of the Bridgerton relationships, they're the least toxic. The only thing that they had going on with them is the fact that she was doggone whistle down and he didn't know, and she was just trying to keep it a secret. That was the only thing.
That's the only
Had she not had any of that going on, they would have been the perfect couple. I mean, technically, kind of, but like.
Very much. Some people.
My favorite thing about the whole season is finally people can be as mad at Penn about the whistle down stuff as they want, but finally Penn won. Because she spent 2 solid seasons getting bullied all to shit by everybody.
Everyone.
Yeah, she got shit on a lot.
And she finally won.
When they fell out though.
Huh?
Them falling out though was like hella serious.
Yeah, but I've already said my piece about Eloise. I would still consider that a win.
That's valid.
She had the biggest win. I will say that.
Yeah.
Penelope definitely had the biggest win out of all of the seasons because that's a huge thing. Gossip is real back then.
Uh-huh.
It can get you killed, and she was risking it all to put everybody dirt out there.
And not only risking it to put it out there, managed to monetize it.
That part, she
made bank. She made bank.
The thing is, she monetized it at like what?
17, 16, somewhere in there.
17. So she had been doing this for like, at this point, it's what, 3-4 years?
Uh-huh.
Bro, more than that, because if it's when she got married to Colin, she's in like her 30s. Like her
No, in the book she's in her 30s. In the show they aged them. They aged her down.
Yeah, they aged her down.
Yeah.
In the show.
They aged her down in the
Like,
show. So she's like
from-
22 or 23 by now.
That's still more than
True
3,
shit.
4 kids that she
But she's
monetized.
been monetizing it for a minute.
Yeah, she
And she's still
She really
monetized.
has.
Because
Right.
Period.
She doesn't
Just
stop.
have
She
Whistle
didn't give
down.
it up. She didn't give it up. At the end of the day, Penn deserved everything she got.
She did. I was
deserved
happy.
it. She worked her ass off for all of that.
everything.
That's why she didn't care about that blackmail shit.
She
She was
also
like,
got,
fuck it. Like,
she
I got
also
that
got
in the
the
bank.
entire Featherington
She's like-
estate.
I got that and some. Like, I don't give a
Yeah.
fuck about paying her.
She married a Bridgerton and got her family's entire estate because she had the only boy.
Mm-hmm.
And that was another thing that I fucking loved at the end
Uh-huh.
of the season. Was Penn was the one that had the boy, and I was like, oh.
I low key called it. Because I was like, just watch Penn is gonna have the son. Mm-hmm.
Didn't occur to me.
But you know what? That goes to really show you, though. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
So go ahead, Mo. I have to get my thoughts together.
It goes to show you just how, like, for me, it gave me, like, younger me that hope, that, like, that feeling like that inner me was like, yeah, you did that. Because all the time, storylines that go, especially for, like, plus size characters, it always goes how the beginning of her first 2 seasons were. They always are overlooked. They're always like that person who's in love with somebody, but they never get the guy.
Right.
Like, it's always the storylines that are kind of just low-key tragic. It's like, why do plus size people have to be seen as like those people who are just not desirable? Why are they seen as people who are like not like, you know, who is just
Why
not
are
that
we
girl?
always the
She
duff?
did that.
Yep.
That.
Why are we
Why are we
always
always
the duff?
the duff?
Like,
And
why
It's
give
crazy.
that to
I
us?
refuse to watch that movie.
Me too. Me too.
I read the book first before the movie was even came out, and even then I was like, hell no.
Yeah.
And the fucked up part is, the girl in that movie wasn't even fat.
She wasn't.
Wasn't at all. But you know what? I love the fact that bringing it back to the show, I love the fact that not only did Penelope, some of the stuff that was for Penelope's character was improvised. The breast scene, that wasn't even supposed to be in the script.
Wasn't in the film.
Yeah. Oh.
And she was like, you know what?
and-
I want to push the boundaries and just show you just how much we run this shit. Okay.
Wait a minute. So that was really Nicholas titties?
Yeah, that really was.
Yeah.
That really was. She said she added
they
that
didn't have
in there
body
to be
double
more
fat.
empowering, and it was like very improvised. That was improvised, and it was one of Colin's lines that she told him
That
to
one,
say.
yeah, it
that
was
was
the one right before
improvised
that.
as well.
I
Yeah.
was just about to say that it was the one right before that when he told her to lie down.
Yep. She
told him to say
improvised
that.
that.
Also,
But her reaction to it was genuine because she didn't expect him to say it
To
that
actually say
way.
Mhm.
and
It was how he
also
said it.
pointing out intimate scene again. The look on Colin's face in the carriage,
Oh yeah.
she had that man by his soul.
Boy, she
Oh, yeah.
had his
Had him.
soul and didn't even do nothing.
Right. And he was 100% okay with it. So not only did the big girl won, the dude that is into the big girl is
Head
over heels, lost in the sauce with no hope of recovery.
Oh, yeah.
Not no hope of recovery. Dang.
You can't get him out of that. This
You
man
can hit
has-
him all you want.
This
You can't
man
do
has gone to the depths in multiple ways. There is no saving him.
Oh shit! Yeah,
Oh shit.
yeah. That man there.
Man,
That shows
Definitely
you just
the
how
my wife.
what happens when all
Right.
the guys hit the BBLs up and all that stuff. They like get the BBWs and they be loving us. They be loving on us. They be like, why they love it here so much? Come on. Come on.
Beats the hell out
I'm not like downplaying anybody who's smaller or like skinny because that's not my thing. I don't do body shaming. Everybody's body is beautiful the way that they are, and there. But like, I've grown to really love myself the way that I am, and watching season 3 really just like empowered that even more, because it was just like, you ain't gotta be skinny to get your man.
You don't.
You ain't gotta be skinny to make a name for yourself. You ain't gotta be skinny to do none of these things. You don't have to be a certain type of body size to be accomplished. Because hello, Penn, she did that.
Like, come on, Colin wants something to really hold. Like,
and he got it.
The thicker the better. I'm just saying.
Say it.
What is that?
What?
I'm looking. Nope. Don't look around. What is that? I saw that, and that was big as shit. What? Yo,
I can't answer you now.
Ooh. Send me one of them. Oh, please think.
Okay, give me 14 of them.
This is full. You won't go get no response.
Give me 14 of them. You don't want to know what's in it? I don't want to know what's in it.
So, we all can agree that Penn and Colin are just Colin for life.
Yep.
Cool. So I ain't even gotta ask y'all how y'all feel about their relationship. How do y'all feel about how they got there?
I'm pissed that it took so long.
It was such like a typical like friends to lover vibe. It's like idiot friends.
Boy next
to, like,
door. My
brother.
That's what got me was idiot boy next door. Like, dude, you can't be this thick. There is no way.
This girl been die hard for you since
she's been
season
into
1.
you since y'all were like 10, and you didn't notice anything.
To be fair, she was always around Eloise more than him, and she talked to her more. So I kind of see that he saw her more like he saw Eloise at times.
That's fair.
That's
fair. I do think that scene with him and Morena though.
She didn't really show like, oh my god, hey Colin. Like, it was just like she talked to him like he was like any normal person, or like how Eloise talks to him. So I understand, like, kind of like, okay. And also men are sorry, y'all kind of slow, but like, it's
kind of
sorry, they're stupid as shit.
Kind of
understandable why he didn't see like her.
They don't catch the signal.
Even when people are telling them what the fuck is in your face.
I mean, like I would have thought he would have known with Morena.
Dumb as a bucket of shrimp comes to mind.
Also, no one was telling him. Like, they all saw her as just Eloise's friend too. So it's like he didn't have. And it was like, yo, what you see how Pep's looking at you? I
beg to differ.
Babe has a point.
I think the only person that didn't pay attention to her like that was, I think Mama Bridgerton started noticing once she changed her look.
Yeah, but
she could see her confidence.
Everybody changed her look.
That was also my favorite dress of hers.
They all saw
yeah.
Look, but
I don't know. I felt like in season 1, other than Morena, like she knew, but like I feel like some of them knew just they weren't gonna push the deal. It wasn't like I do see what you're saying, that they all saw her as being like Eloise's friend. So I feel like they knew, but it was one of those two things that bridged. Like they knew about it, however, it's more so like her friend.
I understand, but the only reason Marina knew is because Penn started getting pushy herself. If she never got that pushy, Marina would have never known, because she was like, "Why Colin? Why him? Choose somebody else." Blah, blah. So like Penn started speaking up more. If she didn't speak up more, Marina would have definitely not known herself either.
Fair.
That's fair.
Yep.
I was gonna say, I feel like the person that really noticed was Kate.
Really?
Oh yeah. I feel like Kate peeped game. I feel like Kate might have peeped game for a minute.
She didn't say anything.
Tried to say something to Anthony, but Anthony brushed it off as like, oh, that's just Penn.
But that was can't remember Kate and Penn having a lot of interaction in the show.
Babe, what were you trying to say?
Which is also just season 3 when Kate saw her change. She was seeing how she was looking at Colin. Like, okay, that looks.
Yeah, season 3 is when it became more noticeable. Yeah, but no, it was very undetected. I do, like I said, I do feel like I agree with you.
Your audio
went out.
Mine?
Mike's gone. Yeah. No.
Oh no!
It's back now.
Good now. We hear you now.
You're good now.
Okay. Shit. I was saying that like I agree with your point of saying like they all viewed her as just being like Eloise's friend. But like I feel like some of them knew. One, I know Violet. Violet for one never misses anything. If she has the littlest like a detection of it, and then something to confirm it, and she'll be like, okay.
But Violet was the one that told Colin to go after her anyway.
Huh?
Violet was the one that told Colin to go after her anyway.
That's when she saw it too in season 1 and 2. Violet ain't see shit because Violet be the Lulu sometimes herself.
She do when she be on her like hunt to get everybody married off.
Oh
though.
my god, we'll talk about this more in part 2. But her pushing Francesca was pissing me off.
It really was. I'm girl, you can't read your own daughter.
Like, will you stop?
That's why I'm saying she's the Lulu. That's why I feel like everybody finally saw Penn when she changed up her wardrobe. Everybody saw Penn.
It was needed though.
Even
she started looking like a tacky ass mama.
Because like I don't think Violet saw. I think
they did her dirty.
Yeah,
they sure did.
I can give credit to, like, probably knowing before season 3 is her mom, Featherington, because she nosy. One thing about her, she knows what her daughters are doing.
Yeah,
that part.
I think she knew something. I think she knew something was going on, but I think also some part of her knew what Penn was capable of, and that's why she treated her like she did.
But there was one scene in 2, I believe, where Colin came back, and then she was like, "Ooh, she's one of I forgot which sister. I think it was Prudence was like, oh, she's riding the Bridgerton boy, Colin." And then the mom gave like a death glare, like not him, like not him. So that's why I kind of feel like she knew.
Okay.
But yeah, she always knows shit though.
She.
I wouldn't put it past her. I wouldn't put it past her.
That's where Penn gets it from.
Like mother, like daughter.
But her final like, they can never make me like you moment that sealed the deal for me was she did exactly what her mom wanted her to do. She married well. She married a fucking Bridgerton. And her mom is still like, well, what did you do to catch him?
Boy, when she said using God knows ways to entrap him, I was like, are you fucking kidding me?
Oh, the way I wanted to fight her.
What?
The way I wanted to fight her.
She didn't even want her to marry him.
No.
She wanted her to marry a nice
Lord Devlin.
dude.
He thought he
Lord
was
Devlin.
Devlin.
And it's like, you
right there.
You wanted to be a Bridgerton so bad, and she was giving you the golden ticket. You gonna slap that shit.
Face, but because it's Penn, it's not enough.
But when Colin ate her the fuck
my god.
Oh yeah. Okay.
We're gonna count down our satisfying moments in Bridgerton. Season 1. Somebody go.
Satisfying moment in season 1 was when they sat Anthony the fuck down and was like, stop fucking with Daphne's shit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Season 2 was Anthony going in the fucking lake. Queen Charlotte was Lord Danbury killing the fuck over.
Yes. Yes.
No. Season 3.
Queen Charlotte for me it was when Lady Danbury fucked Violet's father. I was like,
nah, him dropping did better for me. And season 3 was Colin jumping in Lady Featherington shit with both feet.
Yep.
I would also say though, when Colin caught Penn delivering the shit his whistle down, that was satisfying. That was satisfying to me because she no. It wasn't that moment. It was something after that. Because she had to tell him, listen, you don't have to do things for me. I love you just being you.
Yeah.
When she went to go see the lady,
and
the
he's like, how
dressmaker.
am I? When she's trying to stop him from paying Cressida, or he's she's trying to stop him from either going to talk to Cressida or for paying her or something. And
It
he's
was
like,
going
how
to
else
talk
am I
to her.
supposed to take care of
She
you?
had the money, and then she was like, I can pay it.
I can pay her. And then nobody paid attention to that.
That's the one. That was the one part where I hated Colin.
Like I can do that. Like
That was the one part I hated Colin for. Cause I was like, motherfucker, listen.
Right.
All you had to do was just let her do what the fuck she said she was gonna do, which was
Yeah,
pay the girl.
because of him, it got fucking doubled.
They're all standing around in a
Yeah,
circle
it got doubled.
trying to figure
But
out
you
the
have to
best
look
way
at
to
it from
help
his
Penn.
point of view, though. He was like,
Simultaneously
"You don't really
ignoring
need
Penn.
me."
Oh,
He really was looking at it like she doesn't really
Don't
need
need
me. Like she's whistle down. That means she's way above me. Then he was jealous of the fact that means that he compared his writing to hers, and at first he used to think that he was a little bit above her. But when he realized that she's whistle down, that's like way up there. He's nowhere near that. So his jealousy and his ego, his pride really came into play.
Yeah, but would it have been as good of a story if that hadn't hit?
Probably
I
not.
think it was dragged out though.
Okay, everything's fine. Would the story have been as good?
To me, it's probably not.
Say.
Yes, baby.
okay. I understand all of that. Yes, Colin, he could have did that better. But you gotta understand who is raising this man. Anthony Bridger fucking Pitt.
Yeah, you're right on that.
I'm always needed.
You're right on
The
that
way
one.
he taught him, men are always above women. We are always the above. Kate brought his ass down by a
Humbled
lot.
him. Humbled him. Big
I
time.
think for the most part, Benedict
So,
just
in his
ignored his
head-
ass.
In his head, Colin
Benedict,
was still
yeah,
like,
sure.
no, I gotta be better than my wife. I gotta make sure I'm the provider. When he didn't realize that Penn said, I could be single and be
Right. I want you, babe. I don't need you.
Exactly. So
That
like
part.
that mentality being raised by Anthony,
Uh-huh.
I understand.
That's valid as shit.
Yeah, I'm not
Yeah.
I'm not justifying it, but I understand why it took so long because your brother needed therapy.
Plus another
Now-
layer of this. Colin spent 3 seasons of this show trying to find his purpose.
He was gone.
And then
Yeah.
then he discovers that going back to he was raised by Anthony, the woman that he's in love with who's supposed to be beneath her found hers before he was able to find his. So that probably did not help in the confidence department at all.
He's
And
like,
shot
Tony,
another hole in his fragility.
it's just like how Violet never told Daphne about basically anything.
About life.
It's like the same thing with Anthony took up this mantle that he wasn't supposed to yet. He wasn't ready for.
Right.
And unfortunately, Colin and Benedict got the short end of the stick. So like I kind of understand why he's the way that he is. Not justifying it, but like, you know.
See how
Yeah.
George one time.
Oh, I still don't like Anthony. Ain't no justifying anything ever. But the logic holds up.
Very much.
I'm sorry.
I finally got a cup thingamajiggy.
Nice. You got a Stanley?
No.
The
They gave
Yoki?
me this at school. My school logo's on the other side. That's why I'm holding it like this.
That's valid.
Uh-huh.
Y'all will never find Virgo. Virgo is she not even here. She's a figment of your imagination, bro.
But like, can't see
Virgo,
me.
who?
Heaps.
Gotta be careful. That
You
job
got to
is
be
on
more
60
careful.
a year. I ain't about to lose it because somebody wants to be an asshole.
You got to be more careful.
So going back to what Mo said,
Babe.
what was drug out about this was how pissy Colin was.
Yeah.
Yes.
I wanted to smack the shit out of Colin.
Can I say the part when after he finds out she's Whistledown, and they were talking about, I think it was the reception or the wedding party after the actual wedding, where they were just, you could tell he was cold to her. Mm-hmm. That part, but I hated that part.
The moment I wanted to slap him was when he pulled that entrapment shit too.
What was that? Refresh my memory.
They got in an argument after he figured out she was Whistledown.
Mm-hmm.
And he said not the same thing that her mom did with like Wilds to entrap him, but he mentioned something about her and entrapment.
Mm-hmm. Because like at that point they already
they had already got down with the get down by then.
Mm-hmm.
So
and I'm like, I get that you're hurt, but even out of hurt, you asshole.
That part. I remember that part now. Oh my god!
I get that that's coming. I get it, man. You're hurt. You don't actually mean this, but that was low.
That was definitely below the belt. And you saw the hurt on her face when she said it. When he said it too.
Like you picked those exact words on purpose because you knew that would hurt her.
Oh, he knew. There's a plenty of times I wanted to be like, come on. Ooh, like
so
I wanted to crack Eloise more than him though.
I'm with you on that, Virgo.
Girl, she's been your best friend since y'all were 12, and you didn't notice anything.
We gonna get into that shit. We gonna get into that shit in part 2.
She has every right to be mad.
Babe, we can't make you hate Eloise, can we?
Right to be mad. You my best friend, and now you wait, when did you and Colin like each other? Like, what is this? Okay, you wrote about me.
If she had shut the fuck up and paid attention to her before she wrote about it, she'd have known that her fucking best friend liked her.
Basically,
she wrote multiple things about all of them, the whole family. Especially, she wrote about Colin because she was pissy.
But she wrote about Eloise to get the queen off her ass.
But Eloise don't want to hear none of that
Eloise
shit
right now. I'm talking about why I know why she has every right to be. I'm not talking about Eloise segment. She has every right to be because she spoke about Violet. She spoke about Benedict. She spoke about like the whole family in that thing. When the first season, Penelope was just, and then the reason she wrote about Colin was because she was mad at him.
Fair.
Like, you know what? He's a bitch. That's basically what she wrote in Whistledown.
So you want to know what's funny?
Mm-hmm.
If she hadn't have did that, everybody would have already suspected the Bridgertons. They're this big ass fucking family that are best friends with Lady Danbury, who's best friends to the Queen. And none of them are in Lady Whistledown.
Ever?
That would be a red flag automatically, and Penn doesn't want that for them.
They were always in Whistledown.
Not Eloise so much. I don't remember Eloise so much.
I don't give a fuck about her family. She's fine writing about them bitches.
No, I'm talking about Penn wrote about the Bridgertons like all the time, so I understand why Eloise is mad because like you're making my family seem to be they're not the best, but like she's just like continuously attacking them all the time.
I just realized there might have been a breakdown of communication when I said Eloise had the nerve to be mad. I didn't mean mad about Penn being Whistledown. I meant she had the nerve to be mad about Penn being in love with Colin. She had every right to be pissed about her being Whistledown, but
why are you getting mad that she has a crush on your brother?
Y'all have been bosom buddies for years and years and years and years, and you never once noticed anything involving her liking your brother. Really?
Well, with the letters, she didn't know she was writing them back.
What letters?
The letters that she was writing to Colin.
And was writing letters to Colin.
Yes, she did.
She did know.
They were talking about it, and Eloise says she stopped reading them because Colin rambles.
Yep.
So she knew they had been writing back and forth?
Yeah, she knew. Eloise it didn't click. Because she said it in season 2, And then she was like, Colin, and he was standing right there.
Yeah.
They was literally talking about it right there. And she said that she had been writing them, and Eloise was like, I hate writing to him. And kind of was like, I don't care about that because I hate him. Like, there was plenty of times Eloise could have just looked up and actually paid attention.
Okay, she didn't think about Penn like that though. She was too preoccupied with her own shit. She didn't have a time to really think about nobody else but herself. I ain't gonna lie, like, you know, Eloise had her like conceited moments where she didn't think about nobody but herself. There are some circumstances where it was warranted, but when it came down to her friendship to like Penn, I am not like sorry to say it, but she was a shitty ass friend. She never really paid attention to her like that. So
it came to her crying.
It's not surprising that she missed her. Yeah, it's not surprising that she missed the fact that she liked her brother the whole entire time. It's not a thing.
Unless it involved something that Eloise and Penn were both directly involved in, Penn did not exist to Eloise. Eloise has some of the worst main character syndrome ever.
It had to mainly affect her. It didn't even matter if it involved Penn or not. It had to mainly affect her for her to be like, holy shit, what's going on? Penn, are you good? Like, nah, bruh. Like,
I agree, because in 2 and 1, when stuff was happening at her household, Eloise was there for Penn.
Because it forced her to pay attention.
Yeah,
it forced her to look up.
Twisting her arm to pay attention because everybody knew about it. Everybody knew that Lord Featherington was
dead. She just went on by her day.
It's big going here.
We love you, G.
I ain't gonna lie though. That kind of part for them, I feel like was very needed. And like her being friends with like Krista, like really kind of opened her eyes up to really look at it differently and look at Penn and their friendship a lot differently. She kind of realized she was kind of an asshole, like closer towards the end. Yeah. And like, even though like that whole thing about her being like so shocked about it, I don't really think it was the fact that she liked her brother that she was shocked. That she was really shocked about. It was more so like, how the fuck did she miss that?
That part. How the fuck did I not see that?
It's like it was in her mind, kind of looking at her. Like, how did I miss it?
Did you not see that?
And I think also too, because like he said to her, I'm not courting Penelope. I'm just like helping her. So then he probably like, bitch, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, like you lied to me. When I asked you and you lied to me, and it's like, wait, whoa. I know it looks like a lie. I know it looks like a lie, but technically it's not, because at first this was just helping and then we fell in love.
Exactly.
But then something happened. I saw them titties and wait.
I saw ass and then I was like, hey, Penn. Hey,
also,
that man right there. Come here.
He saw that Penn had just about enough of his shit, because her calling him out about what he said the end of the last season was awesome.
And that was the first thing she had said to him too.
Yeah, that was the part that really hurt me, because I was like, that was an asshole thing he said, but his intention probably wasn't meant to come off that way, but
was to fit in.
He meant it to come off that way because he was trying to impress his friends.
Yeah, but I'm like, you ain't have to do Penn like that. And I'm glad she was cold to him in the beginning of season 3. I'm like, you know what? She ain't forget that shit.
Also, let's point out, Penn was into Colin, but Colin fell first.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Colin fell first, and he fell right on his face.
Big time. Face plant.
And he fell harder.
Uh-huh.
Oh, he did.
Oh, absolutely. One that I really do like what they did with Penelope is that in season 1 and 2, like they had her like put on this voice, like this little uppity, like, oh hey Colin. And season 3, her octave went lower. If you like,
yeah.
And she was
the
like,
whole thing is a transformation thing from being a little kid to being an adult.
Yeah,
because
they didn't do that with any of the other characters, but they specifically made it for Penn, and I was like, love that.
I noticed that too. She had that whiny ass voice because I felt like it was like I'm not heard anyway, so I have to speak like this to get people's attention. And it's like now it's like I don't give a fuck if you hear me or not, bitch. I'm
like
here.
Her tone got lower, and she sounded like she was whispering more. Then she was like, the first 2 seasons she was trying to get attention. The third one, she's like, I don't care.
Yeah, screw it.
Yeah.
F you.
I have a theory about her voice thing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's her mother.
Huh? How so? I'm curious.
Elaborate.
So, for a while, if we all noticed, Portia wanted Penn to be a certain way.
Who's Portia?
From season 1?
Yeah.
Mama Feathering.
Oh, is that her first name?
Her name's Portia.
Portia, yeah.
Yeah.
You didn't
Portia, Prudence, Philippa, and Penelope.
All of them start with P's.
Yeah.
All of them start with P's.
Just like all of the Bridgerton kids are in alphabetical order.
So it's so you got Mama Featherington, which is Portia. And you got Prudence. His name was Adolphus. Dad's name was Adolphus.
No, the brother
was Adolphus from Queen Charlotte's brother was Adolphus.
No, yeah, that's Adolphus. What the fuck did she call him? Because it was when he was crying in her lap, and she was like, "What the fuck?" It starts with an A.
Okay, we don't care. He
that.
got.
Nah, my brain cares.
I was gonna say it's too late now. I
Is
still
it
think
Adam?
it's Arthur.
Arthur. Oh yeah. No wait, that does sound like it rings a bell. Arthur Feathering. What was
Archibald?
Archibald. Newest was an A.
Archibald. I knew it was some crazy ass like shit, and I was like, oh, okay.
Archie Featherington. That's just terrible.
That's terrible. Yeah, that's awful.
That's terrible.
But I feel like it was her mother because she wanted her to be dainty.
Oh, okay.
Like a flower.
I caught it.
You see where I'm. You get the okay.
I get it. I see what you mean.
So like I feel like
act in the first 2.
Yeah, she wanted her to be like that, and then once Penn transitioned into Penn,
she was like, "I'm gonna do my regular voice."
Penn's like, "I'm going to actually be myself, okay? And this is how I'm going to find a husband."
That makes sense. It did work. It worked. Did y'all peep the color change too? She started wearing Bridgerton blue.
Mm-hmm. Yep, she was wearing blue.
She was wearing the Bridgerton colors when she
was wearing pastels and shit.
That green
her coming out in that emerald green though.
Woo!
Emerald green
that was
blue eyes and red hair.
That was sexy.
Love that one.
Oh my god. I think my hatred for Cressida Cowper first started to manifest when she ripped that dress.
I totally forgot about that part. I forgot how it ripped.
Like, oh my god, I wish this bitch would go away. And then she stepped on that dress, and I'm like, I will fucking rip those extensions out of your head.
Did that?
I completely.
I thought it was like something else that made her dress rip. I forgot Cressida stepped on it.
No, it was Cressida stepped on it.
Yeah, can I step on her? And not in a good way.
There's one other dress that I really like. When she did the cupcake scene with Colin, I thought she looked so cute in that little blue and pink dress.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I love that.
Like a little low bun, like here.
It was a low bun with like ringlets and shit. Yeah. Oh, it was so pretty. Mm-hmm. Hey, listen. When those costume designers was like, yes, we finally get to do shit that goes with her.
Right.
Yeah.
It was due. It was
yellow,
and they went all out.
That yellow, was and that orange, and that rose pink, and that poop brown were just not working.
Them damn fucking.
Did y'all also think that the sisters' outfits changed up too?
Yeah.
And they started wearing their hair down more. I was like, okay, I see you too. All right.
Yeah, Philip was gone to this season.
Everybody upgraded a little bit. And Penelope.
Philippa.
Her?
Philippa. I don't know what was in her water this season. But it was fine.
From first season to third season was hella real.
She
went from being like, I'm cute, I'm a little dainty, to like, pow, wow, watch out now. Like, it's really, little one. And I'm like, little bow wow.
Was eating. Not a lot of people was paying attention. I'm like, you see
Philippa tearing this floor up. And then when she figured out what sex really was,
oh yeah,
freaking freak.
Listen,
she said, wait a minute. You gotta put your what in the what? Got it.
Can we fucking talk
about the spice
of this season?
Can
the spice of this fucking season.
Please.
Shit, man.
I was like,
boy, they was laid up.
Minute. I was like, oh. Is
I
there
was like,
a plot to this? Oh no. Okay, continue.
That damn chase
between
the carriage and that little 10-second snippet of her on top, I was like, shit, y'all. No wonder y'all had 4 kids.
She said, listen here, you fucked up when you told me what it really meant.
She said, y'all you do it. I've been waiting on this for my whole life.
That part I've been waiting.
My favorite part was the couch, and she said, "Can we do it again?" And he said, "Give me 10 minutes. Girl.
Give me 10 minutes."
Like, you're like 5.
That's 10 minutes. That's valid though.
He said, "Give me 5," and he's like, "Maybe 10."
Make it 10.
You different. You different.
Like, he unlocked the beast. That's when you knew you had a freak. That was the first freak, y'all. I'm trying to tell you, she was the first one.
No,
because how she did it.
He like having.
It's Charlotte in that damn tub.
Oh my god.
He used to be a whole like Anthony. Just imagine like Penn breaking his back.
You stupid as hell.
Yes,
you so stupid. But
Bridgerton.
Penn taking over. She did her big one too. She was like, baby, you don't know how many times I've been thinking about this.
Come here, Mr. Bridgerton.
Listen.
Wait a minute, Mr. Bridgerton.
Also with the carrot scene, did y'all know that Luke? What is this? Is he Thompson?
Wilson.
No, that's not Thompson. That is it. Wilson?
No. Colin is Thompson. Wilson is Benedict because they're both named Luke.
Yeah. I thought no. I think it's the other way around.
Somebody. All right, I'm gonna go
Thompson
look.
is Benedict.
Wait.
But the hand shit that he was doing, he was doing it on purpose. All the scenes where you see his hands close up and they look like all muscular and shit, he was doing
that was
it
intentional.
On purpose. It was all intentional. Yes.
Luke Newton. I was right.
There you go, Newton.
Thompson is the Benedict.
Okay.
Then
who the hell is Luke Wilson?
I don't know. I sound like a country singer. I'm not gonna lie to you.
It does. Luke Wilson.
But
oh Jesus, Luke Wilson is the guy from Old School.
I don't know what that is.
Hold on, wait. I'm pulling up his filmography. Wait. He's the lead dude from Idiocracy.
Oh. Okay,
that's Luke Wilson.
Damn, that dude's stupid.
Luke Wilson is Cameron Diaz's love interest in Kill Bill. Not Kill Bill. Fuck. Charlie's Angels.
Yeah.
Oh, ew. Woo. I know you're.
How did I do that? How did I do that? God, I need a nap.
So, right before we wrap it up, one more question. That ending monologue when she told the entire town that she was Lady Whistledown.
That had me on edge because when I saw the queen come in, I'm like, oh Lord, wait.
Wait
a minute.
Highlight of the whole thing was Philippa saving her ass.
The bugs! Think about butterflies. So I was like, what bugs?
I didn't either.
That was beautiful.
And
there was a respect that I gained even more for Queen Charlotte at that moment, and I was like, she understands.
It was the fact that she was like, I see me, like younger me in you.
Right.
And I respect the fuck out of that. And who the fuck am I to smite somebody when I did the same thing in a different way? So you know what?
I'm not mad at you.
To me. I'm glad you told me the truth. Keep doing what you doing. I got
gonna work together on this shit.
Right?
He said, my bitch, you better go ahead, sweetheart.
She's like, you know what? I'm a fuck with
That's
you.
the biggest. You can't fuck with Penn after that. There is nobody that can fuck with Penn after that.
No,
this bitch really went and outed her fucking self in order to save the people that she loved. You can't fuck with her.
And this is why another thing, I'm like, Colin, she got it. Let her do it.
Yeah, like let her do her thing.
Let her do
that part.
He wanted to.
Because you got brainwashed by
he wanted that spotlight so bad.
But he did come to the realization that the way he was thinking about it, he was looking at it from the complete wrong angle. Because remember, there was that whole talk about essentially, if loving you is the only purpose I had, then I'm okay with that. Mm-hmm. So eventually, he did come to his senses.
He did.
It broke him though in the best way. I feel like he needed that. It broke him in the best way, and I feel like he needed that because he had that mindset for so long that like I'm the man, so I mean everything. I'm top dollar. I could do what I want. I could get what I want, and then he met Penn, and he was like, I can't push her. I can't push her. She's pushing back. I'm scared.
Okay, so I have to fit in this particular space. I have to do these particular things. Whether I want to or not, because he didn't really have a desire to he wanted to make a name for himself, but I don't think he wanted to like head off a household and have a bunch of shit and whatever. I don't think that was in him. Just like it's not in Benedict. Even though Benedict's second born, that man is not trying to run a house. He wants to do his own thing.
Yep.
But
I love that about them though.
Huh?
I love that about them that they wanted to pursue something that was totally different than what the norm was. They didn't want to follow up and be like Anthony and be like head of the household and take care of everything and like be in that stress. They wanted to be free. They wanted to just live their life and explore it. And I love the avenue that Benedict went
that Colin had to be told it's okay to not want to do this. Violet's whole speech on the stairs was her telling him, hey, you spent a whole lot of time trying to satisfy everybody else. Do what you want to do for once.
But that's a younger brother thing to do, though. He spent his time watching them growing up, and those being the men that he had to watch growing up the most. Like that's what you're gonna learn. You're gonna repeat what you learn as a guy. Like that's a big thing to them, is repeating what they learned from the men that they grew up watching. So that was only apparent for him to act like that.
Especially like Anthony's point of view too, because he's like, wow, after our dad just died, you pick up the mantle so quickly. Like I want to be like you. Like you are my father in my eyes, because like he was a kid, like I think 5'6" when the dad passed. Colin?
No, he was. Hold on.
He was young.
He was young, but I don't think he was that young. I think he might have been like 9 or 10.
He was still at that age, though.
In his teens. I mean, Anthony was in his teens.
Yeah, I think Anthony was like 18, but they're not that far apart.
Oh, because there's like.
Or was Anthony like 15?
I think he was like 15.
Wait, what are we at? What was the question?
Like, how old
was
Colin when Edmund died?
According to the show, Anthony was about 21 to like at youngest 19.
So Colin had to be like somewhere between
16 and 15. Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Wait. Yes.
Because him, Benedict, and Anthony aren't super far apart.
But he was still at that age of like watching the men of your age before you.
Anthony and Benedict are about 2 years apart. And then Benedict and Colin are 4.
Okay.
It said that how far apart is Daphne and Colin? Because it said Daphne was like 10 when her dad died.
So Colin had to be 12 or 13.
About 12 or 13. Which will put Anthony at about 19.
Pregnant with Hyacinth, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Hyacinth is like 11, 13 now.
And Gregory and Hyacinth, neither one of them are old enough to remember Edmund.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hyacinth hasn't even met him.
Right.
Yeah.
Which sucks. But I'm gonna pull together some season 3 Bridgerton memes because I got a couple of them in the bank for next show.
Yay.
But that is it for part 1 of all things Bridgerton. Talking about the season 3 breakdown. Next episode, we are going to get into all the subplots. So, Francesca's wedding. Eloise trying to force Penelope to tell Colin about her being whistled down.
And all of Benedict's extracurricular activities.
Benedict's extracurricular activities.
I was here for it.
Me
too. Cowper's
Me too.
redemption arc.
We need to talk about Cressida.
Cressida Cowper's redemption arc.
What redemption?
They put redemption in quotes.
Okay, good.
Sorry, but that's all. Everybody's shits is gonna be in the description, but link trees, beacons, all of that good shit. Make sure y'all check out 3 Blerd Ninjas every Wednesday at 9:45 EST. We actually are starting on time recently, so that's been really good.
Yes,
it doesn't run as late anymore. Make sure to check out 3 Blerd Beats every Friday, 10 o'clock nigga time. Because them niggas ain't never on time.
So
I mean, you're not wrong.
Just about.
Midnight.
Make sure y'all check out the Red Bubble and Everybody's W. And 2 Stupid Himbos just dropped some content on YouTube. Go find out who the himbos are of the group. I'm pretty sure you already know.
Oh, I did see that. It was at the top of my feed.
Oh, no.
I saw that.
But until next time.